Welcome to Coffee with Grant and KZN Top Business.
Thank you, Grant.
Today we're sitting with Basil Williams from Afya Foods. Basil, you've got a very, very interesting story, okay? So maybe if you just take us back a little bit and we can join the dots later on in the interview. Where did this all start, your whole adventure on the business side?
Well, it started off a couple of years ago, probably 10 or 15 years ago. I always knew that I want to not just work for somebody and live an ordinary life, as you may put it. I wanted to make something out of my purpose, which the purpose I believe was to help people. In 2015, Afya Foods came as an idea, pop up. But that is behind the top that I always wanted to be involved in some sort of health. So Afya Foods is born out of passion to help people. And I thought the best way to help people, especially in South Africa where we have now this high level of lifestyle diseases like diabetes, I thought we could really make a difference there.
So we get down to the nitty-gritty Afya Foods. What makes that special compared to other brands in the market?
Afya Foods, it's very simple, nothing technical. If you just look around you, if you look 20, 30 years ago, we didn't have that many lifestyle diseases as compared to now, especially diabetes and the works. And what is it really? It is because we ate back then unrefined foods. We ate unrefined carbohydrates. We have come out and created a product that was had many centuries ago, many years ago. And we're saying, guys, let's just go back and eat what our forefathers ate. But because food is science, you got to have some scientific background. So we've gone out and got the appropriate endorsements, like Diabetes SA endorsement, which is proper in our game. We've gone out and got GIFSA, the low GI endorsement. We got the Heart and Stroke Foundation endorsement, which is also very important. Then lastly, we have Vegan SA. So those endorsements make Afya very unique in the food business, especially in the carbohydrate business.
Basil, let's get down to the nitty-gritty, okay? So just take a so we can show everybody the actual brand. Turn it around, yeah, that's it, cool. So the ingredients that goes in here, just get down to what it is and why it works for people in that health industry.
All right, so very important question, Grant. Thank you very much. As you see, we have 4 products. We have rolled oats. We have sorghum, which we once called, at some point, so it's called matabella, but it's essentially sorghum. And then we have maize, coarse. You see there's coarse, it's a variant. And then we have maize again, but this one here is fine. Okay. But in all of these 4 products, there's one thing that's common. They're all unrefined. So why is that important? An unrefined grain has got a high amount of fiber. Now, if you're ingesting high amounts of fiber, your digestion goes very smoothly. You don't have any hiccups. Also, it helps clean the gut because of the high fiber.
Yeah.
And one of the important things of high fiber, it lowers the rate at which your glucose levels increases in your bloodstream. So yes, all of these 4 are unrefined, meaning high fiber. If you have a look at it as well on top, non-GMO, very important. All 4 products are not genetically modified. So this is how nature intended, and we're giving it to you in that form.
Okay.
If you go further down, the low GI. Again, a low GI is very suitable for diabetics, even not for diabetics per se. For all of us, whether you're diabetic or not, you should be consuming or having low GI foods. These 3 are naturally gluten-free.
Okay.
So gluten is some people are gluten intolerant, and it irritates their gut system, which leads to IBS and so forth.
It's quite nice to actually have a look at that. So it's for the diabetic, it's for the health freak, it's for anybody, but in general,
Should be for
it's
everybody.
just for everybody because we should be eating healthy food.
If I might just add, South Africa are probably the the world over, there are stats about what we should be doing. There are studies what we should be doing, but nobody is doing what is said in those reports. Nobody is actually getting down and saying, right, I'll produce a product that will meet the recommendations of these global bodies on how to become healthier. So Afya Foods is one of a few companies that says, right, okay, we hear the facts, we hear the stats, we see the journals, but let us do something about those stats. Let us produce something along those lines.
And that's happened right here in KZN.
Right here.
So you're fulfilling a need in the marketplace, which is incredible.
Oh yes.
And it's right here in KZN, which is even better.
Oh yes, most definitely.
So the local thing, how does the local side of business come into here? What is the payback on that side?
The local side of the business, what we're trying to do is to source our raw materials from the local farmers, from small subsistence farmers. We believe that I believe that if one has got an idea, we got to pull other people in, especially on the income side. So locally, we're trying to source our products locally, even regionally, from people around KZN who are willing to grow our raw material, which is the grain, but obviously grow that grain according to certain specifications to meet our product offering.
So now we've come with all the development and the processes now. Now we go to market, which you're doing right now. So how are you going to do that? What is the next process?
Yeah, the market...
It's exciting stuff, by the way.
Yeah, the market is always, Grant, businesses in South Africa, maybe even across the world, a business guy will have, the owner or the founder will have a great idea, great product, brilliant idea, but we always have a problem in accessing the market. Now, fortunately, with Afya Foods, we've done a lot of work behind the scenes on the market, access to markets, and we've done lots of work, especially to get the packaging right. Now, the packaging in the consumer's mind is very, very important, and so it's important to the shopkeeper or the owner of the business we want to sell to. So fortunately, Afya Foods has cracked that part. The market is willing and waiting for us. Right now, I'm sitting with over 200 outlets, formal outlets, the Spars and the Full Lovers Markets, Oxford of this world, waiting to receive our products. We are occupying a niche market. We occupy this place, these sections in the shops that are called health sections. That's where that's our playground. And if you go in there, you're not going to miss Afya Foods packaging, definitely not.
Milestones. Okay, so before we go anywhere, the milestones that you've gone to get where you are, because it's been a long journey. Maybe you can fill me on the milestones.
If I can just think backwards, the milestones from the beginning, way back in 2015, was to overcome the financial burden of getting the food tested. Because for you to get endorsements, that's just the end. That's the end part of the journey. You got to go through vigorous laboratory testings to determine the nutritional analysis of all your products, and those don't come cheap. Those endorsements for us were huge. That was the cherry on the cake. And then also the packaging. The people that do packaging, the packaging costs hundreds of thousands. For us to negotiate that we have our range printed or produced by the best people that make packaging in South Africa was also another important milestone.
So I'm looking forward to going down those aisles and seeing your product in the house section in the supermarkets.
Well, I can't wait for that as well.
I can't wait either. And a lot of people, we're so proudly African, South African and KZN. So we're proud of you.
Thank you very much.
All right, Basil, thank you for joining me on Coffee with Grant and KZN Top Business.
Thanks, Grant. Thank you very much.